Are you ready, kids? I can't hear you. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants. Sorbet and yellow and porous is he. SpongeBob SquarePants. Not up on nonsense, but something you wish. SpongeBob SquarePants. It drop on a deck and blub like a fish. SpongeBob SquarePants. Ready? SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. That's right, folks. I decided to review SpongeBob SquarePants. Now, honestly, folks, I decided to retire doing SpongeBob SquarePants voice because there's a lot of kids who always there's a bunch of kids who always keeps asking me, hey, Michael, do SpongeBob. Every single time they always say, do SpongeBob, do SpongeBob, do SpongeBob, do SpongeBob, do SpongeBob. And I always kept telling them that I retire. I'm not doing SpongeBob anymore. I'm the multi-voice reviewer. I could do voices of other cartoon characters. Like the Looney Tunes, like Mickey Mouse and his gang, or Scooby-Doo, or, well, not much voice to do Tom and Jerry. But, Rick and Morty, The Simpsons, Family Guy, South Park. But I refuse to do SpongeBob SquarePants. But sadly, Stephen Hillenburg passed away recently, and he was the creator of SpongeBob. And what are the odds? First I heard about George Bush's dad passed away, and the godfather of Marvel Comics, Stan Lee, passed away. And now him. So, since he passed away, I decided to do a review of SpongeBob SquarePants. And I also decided to do my impression of SpongeBob SquarePants one more time. So, folks, here we go. Here's SpongeBob and the gang. Oh, bear in mind, I cannot do a voice of Sandy. I can't do any female character's voice. I can do Marge Simpson. And Lois, But with Sandy, it's hard for me to do an impression of her. But I can do the rest of the guys. So here we go. Good morning, Bikini Bottom. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Ah! Oh, hey, Gary. What a beautiful day. Meow. Oh, what's wrong, Gary? Meow. 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 Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Gary. Hey, how about I give you a bowl of snail nip if you like? Meow. Okay, here you go. I'm ready for work. I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh, hey, Squidward.
Oh, hi, SpongeBob.
Isn't this a perfect day?
No, it is dull and boring. So why don't you leave me alone so I can be boring? Now, time for me to enjoy my clarinet.
Oh, hey, Patrick.
Oh, hey, SpongeBob.
Hey, Patrick. What's wrong?
I'm mad.
What's the matter?
I can't say my forehead.
Oh.
And of course, I invented this. Oh, stupid inflatable pants.
Oh, calm down, Patrick. Here, I got a Krabby Patty from yesterday.
Oh, I love Krabby Patties.
Oh, Patrick, I don't think it's fun for you to play with those hooks.
Let me ask you something, SpongeBob. Does this look dangerous?
Ugh, that was scary. Sorry about that, folks. How about this?
Does this look dangerous?
Sorry about that, folks. Didn't mean to scare you when I act like this. Anyway, back to the thing. Good morning, Krusty Krab.
SpongeBob, me boy, do me a favor.
Go to the kitchen and make me more money. Patty. I love money. Oh, and it's that no-good plankton trying to steal my Krabby Patty. Hear me, Mr. Krabs. One of these days, I'm gonna find your Krabby Patty, and I'll run you out of business. I went to college! Yeah, sure, Squirt.
And that is my impression of SpongeBob and the gang. Anyway, this is what the entire characters are. I mean, SpongeBob SquarePants, he's very naive and oblivious and optimistic. Sandy, she's a squirrel from Texas. She's like a fish out of water, but she's in a diving suit. And she studies karate. Mr. Krabs, he's a cheapskate, but also a greedy guy. He loves money more than anything in the world. Plankton, he's his rival who wants to take over the world and also take over Krusty Krab. And of course, Squidward, he's the dull and boring guy who's not exactly exciting of life. He just does what he wants. What a baby. And of course, the dumb starfish Patrick. And of course, Gary the snail, which my grandma really, really likes. And of course, one thing that my grandma and I found when we went to Walmart a long time ago is that my grandma and I found the first season of SpongeBob, and we did enjoy them. And of course, my favorite episode is, of course, SpongeBob Scaredy Pants. I always loved that episode because it's a Halloween special, and it was the first Halloween special they made where they introduce...
You bet you're right, Lily. I am the Flying Dutchman, and I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I'm gonna steal your soul.
I used to scare a lot of people doing my Flying Dutchman impression. And then I have the second season of SpongeBob, where they first introduced the Christmas special. And it was the first Christmas special where they did that famous song, "Today's Christmas is the very first Christmas to me. La 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 la." And of course, the third season was pretty good. Until here was the biggest problem that my grandma and I noticed. We found the fourth season, but the problem was it says Season 4, Volume 1. Season 4, Volume 1? I mean, it's like they're trying to release a two-parter, and we don't like that. We like to have the whole season, and not in two parts. So that's why we didn't get any of the rest of the seasons. And SpongeBob SquarePants only, I mean, right now, they're on their 12th season. But I also got the first SpongeBob movie, where I, SpongeBob, and my trusty friend Patrick need to get the crown that belongs to Neptune and bring it back to Neptune before Neptune kills Mr. Krabs. And also Plankton took the formula of the Krabby Patty and now is brainwashing everyone in Bikini Bottom. And of course it introduced David Hasselhoff. And also, Alec Baldwin as Dennis the Bounty Hunter, who worked with Plankton. And of course, one thing I remember in the series is, of course, their favorite superhero, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Now, in the later series, I started to notice that, that they did an episode where, Adam West from Batman and Burt Ward did the voice of the younger version of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. And that was the latest episode before Adam West passed away. And of course, Ernest Borgnine and Tim Conway doing the old version of Mermaid Man.
Evil! Barnacle Boy, don't forget the evil!
And of course, Barnacle Boy's, "It's not me, you old coop." I mean, it's really shocking to see their favorite superheroes who are now old men. And of course, my favorite line on that movie was this:
It's too bad they're old, SpongeBob.
"No, Patrick, old people are the greatest. They're full of wisdom and experience." I'm 33, so I'm close to old. I'm not getting gray yet, but... And of course, SpongeBob it still is popular today that they decided to make another movie, which I haven't seen it. But if anybody have the DVD of it, I like to borrow it and check it out. And it's called SpongeBob, the Movie, Fish Out of Water. Where this one talks about when SpongeBob and the gang decided to get out of the water world and into the surface world, and they all have superhero powers. And now there's a brand new SpongeBob movie coming out called SpongeBob the Movie, It's a Wonderful Sponge. I guess SpongeBob never ends. But I wish it did. Now, there were a lot of video games of SpongeBob, but the latest video game I got is, of course, SpongeBob Super Sponge for the PlayStation 1. In this one, you play SpongeBob, and Patrick's birthday is coming. So all you gotta do is you have to go through all these tasks from Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy so he can get their autograph as a special present to Patrick. Now, of course, there's a lot of dark theories and such, which I kind of find stupid. And there are some episodes that are not exactly that good, but, I mean, you'll find a couple of rotten apples in a barrel. And of course, SpongeBob's getting popular enough that SpongeBob is appearing in comic books now. Ah, now I'm in a comic book world. That's really awesome. Gee, I wonder, can I meet the Aquaman or the Submariner? Ah! And of course, they made another comic book issue on Free Comic Book Day, a brand new one where he meets all of Mermaid Man's villains. And I also appeared in manga. I guess the Japanese really like me. Bye! Konnichiwa! Bye! I guess SpongeBob SquarePants never could end. I guess we all have a little SpongeBob SquarePants in all of us, even though sometimes he can be oblivious, naive, and optimistic. But we always remember SpongeBob, even though we try to ignore it. Okay, SpongeBob, are you happy now?
Yep, I am so happy that you did the review of me. Hello, folks, I'm SpongeBob. Well, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go jellyfishing. Going back to Bikini Bottom. So, I'm ready.
Like I said, you can't get rid of them. Anyway, for those of you who likes the review of SpongeBob SquarePants, please leave a comment down below, hit like and subscribe. And there might be some more videos coming soon, but I don't know, I'm being more and more like the Scrooge. More and more. So, later.